Salve, we're continuing lines 513 to 519, and we have Aeneas and Achates in the temple of Juno in disguise in their cloud, and Dido is there, and we've seen a simile about her, comparing her to Diana, and she is doing the queenly duties, assigning jobs and issuing justice and making laws and things like that. So, right at this moment, some other Trojans have entered who Aeneas and Achates recognize. So let's go ahead and read this. They're shocked when they find that these Trojans have entered. Obstipuit simul ipse simul praeclusus Achates, laetitiaque metu quavidi jungere dextras artebant, sed res animus incognita turbat. We'll stop there. So we got some anaphora here. Simul simul adds to the drama. Obstipuit simul ipse. Ipse is the master, or Aeneas. Okay. Sorry, it's a little messy. Aeneas obstipuit stands agape. And simul, at the same time, Aeneas stands agape, or he himself stands agape. And at the same time, perculsus Achates, another subject. Achates, perculsus, an adjective that goes with him, shocked Achates. And how are they shocked? Well, there's a couple ways. Laetitia, spelled both with happiness, because they have just seen all these comrades that they thought were dead. Metuque, and with fear. Those are ablatives. Tells us how they are shocked. One more time. He himself, the master, Aeneas, at the same time is shocked, and at the same time shocked Achates, struck Achates, both with happiness and with fear. They avidi, they very eagerly, ardebant, were burning to join right, and you're supposed to put in manus here. It's just the right, and then manus, dextras, means right hands. So, avidi, the subject, they were ardebant, burning with desire. They were not literally on fire. We hope not. To join, this goes with the ardebant, dextras, right hands, and we got to put manus there, implied. Okay, we're going to move on to the next part here. Sed res animos incognita turbat, but a res incognita, the unknown thing, literally, probably say the unknown situation, because they don't know what's going to happen. Maybe Dido could have the Trojans killed, it could be something bad, or it could be good. So it's res incognita, the uncertain thing, or the uncertain situation. Turbat, stirs up, confuses their animos, their minds. Okay, that whole section one more time. At the same time, he himself, meaning Aeneas, stands agape, and at the same time, Achates, shocked Achates, I guess you could say stands agape, both by happiness and by fear. They eagerly were burning to join their right hands, but the uncertain situation confuses their souls or their hearts. Dissimulant, et nube cava speculantur amicti, quae fortuna viris, classem quo litore linquant, quid veniant, cunctis nam lecti navibus ibant, orantes veniet templum clamore petebant. So dissimulant, they disguise. And you got to understand animus here that we just saw right up over here. So they disguise their hearts. They put on a front. Even though they're within this cloud, it doesn't really matter if they show they're shocked or not, because nobody can see them. And they speculantur, they spy. This is a deponent, so it has an active meaning, even though it's a passive form. They spy amicti, enclosed. This is modifying Aeneas and Achates. In their nube kawa, I guess in their hollow cloud. I would put an in there, ablative of place. And they spy, and then we have several indirect questions here, so we're using the subjunctive. The first one, you have to add in the verb, sit, which is the present subjunctive of sum, sit. Sim, sis, sit, simus, sit, sint. Okay? What fortune, and then sit, there might be for the men. And this is a dative, so we'll circle that as dative for the men. Okay? What fortune there might be for the men is what they're watching to see. And they're also watching to see quo litore. On what, and this is a ablative place, you got to add in. Looks really bad. In quo litore, in what shore, or on what shore, they have linquant, they have left, that's the verb, their classem, their fleet. Because remember, Aeneas and Achates thought that only their 7 ships had survived. Now they know that other ships survived. So on what shore they left their fleet. They'd like to know where the rest of the fleet is. And quid veniant. Veniant. Translate quid here as why. Okay, instead of quid translated as cur. And Farr has a note on that, I think. You can translate quid as cur. Also, not what they have come, but why they have come. Okay, so they're watching to see all these things. Let's do that part one more time. They disguise their hearts, and watching enclosed in their hollow cloud, they watch for what fortune might be for the men. You know, what's going to happen to them? What's Dido going to say? On what shore they have left their fleet, and why they have come. Last part. Cunctis nam lecti navibus ibant. For, or because, they, you got to put in the they, because we have a plural verb here. They lecti, chosen, cunctis navibus, from all the ships, those go together. They, chosen from all the ships, ibant, have come, or went out, orantes veniam, and now this is also modifying these Trojans that have come, begging, orantes, begging a pardon. You could also say begging for a favor, veniam. Et templum clamore petebant, and they headed for or sought, that's this verb, the templum, the direct object. And how did they seek it? Clamore, with a shout. So let's do that last bit one more time. They disguise their hearts, and they watch, enclosed in their hollow cloud, what fortune there might be for the men, on what shore they have left their fleet, why they have come. For these men, you got to put in, chosen from all the boats are going, begging favor, and were seeking the temple with a shout. Wale.